You're with the Rise News in Abuja, Nigeria. You're watching Thisday live with me, Jeff Koinege. Now to sports news now, and we start with football and a roundup of last night's Europa League action as Manchester United beat Saint Etienne and Tottenham suffered a 1-0 defeat away to Ghent. It was the battle of the Pogbas at Old Trafford as world record signing Paul faced off against his older brother Florentine. The pair greeted each other with a secret handshake in the tunnel prior to the match and was seen chatting as they left the pitch for half-time. But it was the younger of the two siblings who would have been happiest at the end of the match as his Manchester United team ran out easy wins against Etienne 3-0 thanks to a Zlatan Ibrahimovic hat-trick. Now, Tottenham had earlier travelled to Belgium for their first leg tie against Ghent and named a strong side going into the game. Following defeat to Liverpool in their previous match, they would have been keen to get back to winning ways, but it looked out of sorts once more, suffering a shock 1-0 defeat thanks to Jeremy Herbert goal. There was also concern as Tottenham manager Mauricio Pochettino confirmed star striker Harry Kane had picked up a knock towards the end of the game. Spurs will be hoping the injury is only minor. Other standout results also saw AS Roma crash Villarreal 4-0 and Atletico Bilbao edge a 5-goal thriller, beating Alpo Nicosia 3-2. Now, to athletics, and following his recent knighthood, Somali-born British athlete Sir Mo Farah has opened an athletics track named in his honor. The four-time Olympic gold medalist and five-time world champion, who was born in Mogadishu, moved to the UK as a child. Speaking at St. Mary's University College, the track where he began his running career, he spoke about representing his adopted country, saying, quote, "I am very proud to be British and to represent my country and given a chance to be able to do something. And doing it right here, it's been amazing," close quote. Farah, who has won back-to-back Olympic golds in the 5,000 meters and 10,000 meters events to become Britain's most successful track athlete in Olympics history, also spoke about his recent comments on Donald Trump's proposed travel ban. Quote, "It's important that I speak up at the time. It did affect me, speaking to my kids and not being able to see my kids. That affected me, so it was important that I speak up and say what was right." End quote. Well done, Mo. On to winter sports now, and Japanese ski jumping sensation Sara Takanashi has equaled the all-time record of 53 World Cup victories in Pyeongchang. The 20-year-old sealed the World Cup series on Wednesday and underlined her dominance in the event by notching up another win yesterday, this time in windy conditions. That win took her level with Austria's Gregor Schlierenzauer on 53 wins, and she hopes that the victory will give her a boost heading into the Winter Olympics at the same venue in 2018. Now, having suffered heartbreak as a 17-year-old at the Sochi 2014 Olympics, finishing fourth as the gold medal favorite, she will be keen to make amends in South Korea next year. And finally, to cricket, where South Africa have defeated New Zealand by 78 runs in a one-off 2020 international match. The match, played earlier this morning at Eden Park in Auckland, New Zealand won the toss and elected to bowl first, with the Black Knights captain Kane Williamson hoping that humid conditions would cause the ball to move around. Unfortunately, this tactic backfired as South Africa hit 185 for 6 thanks to opener Hashim Amla's haul of 62 from just 43 balls. Faf du Plessis and JP Dumini added 36 and 29 respectively to give the Proteas a commanding total. New Zealand came in to bat but got nowhere near the target set. Veteran spinner Imran Tahir took 5 wickets as the home side was skittled for a score of 107 all out, giving South Africa a 78-run victory. Now I'm being joined by sports analysts to look at all the sports news making headlines. I'm joined by Obi Ebube. Obi, good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
Okay, let's start with Manchester United versus Etienne.
Yeah, wonderful match last night.
Yeah.
Very wonderful.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Yes, he used to be known as Zlatan, then Ibra, then so many names.
Yeah.
Just to fit in the personality.
Yes.
You know, he's one of those players, you know, that perform at very high octane matches, environment.
And this was one of them.
And this was one of them, because if you check his track record from Ajax to up to to Inter Milan and then he has been all over the places, and so he shows the depth. Apart from his age, the older, the better, the more experience. You know, there are few players with that kind of quality. Players like Drogba, when he always gave his best at
his
very very high.
The other talk of that match, Obi, was the Pogbas, Paul and Florentin.
Yes, it's amazing. Two brothers. You know, with unique talent.
Yes.
You know, and then the older one yesterday prevailed. Okay, so and
no, the younger one.
I mean, the younger one, Paul prevailed.
Yes.
And Paul has proven that he's the one with the most gifted amongst the two. Okay, and
the world's most expensive player too.
Most expensive player. So it's not a fluke that is back to Manchester United.
Yes.
And but you have to give it to Zlatan.
It's a good win.
You have to give it to Zlatan. It's a very good win.
Good win for
picking
Man U.
up. You know, this kind of matches is when is the kind of match Zlatan and people of that nature come to bear.
Okay, Obi, let's move to the Tottenham-Ghent game. Tottenham, after losing to Liverpool, they're going downhill.
Yeah, they're going downhill, but it's good that this thing happened. This defeat happened. Somehow, it has to happen. Maybe it has to come from a much lower club side. I'm not saying that Ghent is that too low, but coming from Belgium and all that. So I think the next leg will be the turning point of Tottenham Hotspur, not just on the Europa League, but also on the Premier League.
Right.
So and I believe they will come back quickly.
Okay, Obi, this weekend is all about FA Cup.
Yes.
Huge, big matches, massive if you will. So Chelsea versus Wolves on the Saturday and Leicester versus Millwall. Those are going to be exciting games. Yeah,
exciting games. And for the past two FA Cup matches, have proven that there are no pushovers.
No pushovers. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen,
yes.
Especially from all these lower division
Isn't that
teams.
the magic of the FA Cup?
Yes, that's why it's FA Cup.
Yes.
It's challenges,
that's it.
knockouts.
No.
So you have to be at your best. There's no excuses this time around.
Absolutely.
And this weekend portends almost the same thing like what happened last two in January.
Yes. Do you think Monday night is also another cracker? Arsenal plays Sutton. You think Sutton can beat Arsenal?
The last time I watched Sutton, I think it's in the 90s. No, but they will put up a good fight. Arsenal is still Arsenal.
Yeah, you're right. It's sixth tier. They're nowhere.
Yeah, they're nowhere.
But could they be giant killers?
It's possible. It is FA.
Yeah.
Expect anything.
After that loss 5-1 the other day?
Yes.
To Bayern Munich?
Yes.
I mean,
they are devastated.
How do you recover from that, Obi?
You can, but not exactly the same players.
Also on the weekend, Man U plays Blackburn, Fulham plays Tottenham.
These are the usuals.
Yes.
These are the usuals. So it can go either way. These are the usuals.
Yeah.
Because Tottenham, Blackburn, and they know you can't just stake your money on a particular team. It will be an interesting weekend and then Monday night.
Bottom line, a weekend of excitement, right?
Yeah.
All the way through?
All the way through. Both FA and then the following week.
And these little teams that are playing the big teams, you think they're able to match up psychologically? Are they able to match up to them? Or are they just wasting 90 minutes on the field?
No, some other little teams or smaller teams have given them hope already, so they have to latch on that to build. It's 11 versus 11 men, 11.
There you go.
So you start from there as a psychologist.
As they say, it's a level playing field.
It's a level playing field.
There you go, literally.
You have to be sure that your players are in good form.
Obi Ebube, as always, good to see you.
Thank
All
you,
the best to you.
Thank you.
All right. On to entertainment news now, and the 67th Berlin International Film Festival has been ongoing and will close in another 2 days. Now this year, the traditionally politically tinged festival has showcased films on current important topics. Films like Fire at the Sea, about the ongoing global migrant crisis. There's also The Other Side of Hope. A contender for the festival which follows the life of a Syrian refugee, and also The Party, inspired by the partisanship that has divided the British public and the politics around Brexit. You're with the Rise News in Abuja, Nigeria. It's coming up to the top of the hour this Friday morning. Just before we go, let's remind you of our headlines here on This Day Live. U.S. President Donald Trump launches a stinging attack on the media, even as his new pick for National Security Advisor turns down the job. A bomb rips through a shrine in southern Pakistan, leaving more than 70 dead. Vandalism in Nigeria's volatile Niger Delta has led to millions of dollars in losses from oil revenues, but the government is now fighting back. And Samsung's heir apparent Lee Jae-yong has been placed under arrest in South Korea, accused of bribery and other charges. And finally, the Russian Red Army Choir has given its first performance since a tragic air crash on Christmas Day last year killed 64 of its best singers. Now, after the crash, the Defense Ministry vowed to rebuild the legendary troupe and held auditions across the country. Here's the new lineup performing in Moscow's Russian Army Theater. We leave you with their performance. What a performance. Congratulations to them. Good to see them back up and running. Now, that's it from all of us here at This Day Live. Thanks so much for watching this program. Continue to be tuned to Arise News throughout the day for all the day's leading headlines and, of course, news from the world of business, sports, and entertainment. I'm Jeff Koinange here in Abuja, Nigeria, and from the entire team here in Abuja, it's goodbye. Thank you. Keep watching. The news follows in just a moment.